Hi, I'm Jim Starlin.
Hi, I'm Fabian Niciesa.
Hey, this is Steve from Third Eye Comics.
What's up? This is Kevin and Mike with the All-Star Comic-Con.
And you're watching Movers and Shakers.
You're watching Movers and Shakers.
Movers and Shakers.
Movers and Shakers
Unlimited.
What's up, guys? I'm here at 2018 Awesome Con, and I'm here with the legendary Jim Starlin. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
Having a pretty good time.
That's good. That's good. So, can you tell me how has OSCON been for you thus far on day two?
Well, day two, I'm exhausted. It's coming to the end of the day, but I've had a good time, and it's been a blast.
Okay. All right. Well, rewind the clock back for me a bit. Take me back to this guy here and a few of the other characters and the birth of those characters and the creation of those characters and where we are now versus that moment that you had a hand in making and creating.
Okay, as far as he goes, I had just gotten out of the service. I was going to a community college and took a psychology class. And the instructor started talking about the Freudian concept of Thanos and Heroes, the dark and the light side of human nature. Of course, I ended up going toward the dark side. We did a token effort on Euros later on, and we're having actually more fun with them now these days, but at the beginning it was all about Thanos. And I did up sketches, eventually went to New York, got work at Marvel Comics. They needed a fill-in issue of Iron Man, as I recall. And that's where Thanos and Drax first appeared, and it's sort of gone from there.
Awesome. Now, I find this a little surreal because you also have the co-creator of Deadpool not that far away from you, and I just find like the connection with that is interesting because not only do we have Infinity War coming out, the film, but we also have the Deadpool sequel coming out, and Brolin is playing both Cable and Thanos. So, but can you tell me about that and the landscape that we live in now, where it was among a very select few that knew many of these characters versus now it's, you can walk on the street and many of the people who know all of, these characters.
I know. I used to be able to wear my Thanos t-shirt without any kind of trouble. No one would ever bother me, and I just went on vacation and grabbed one of them off, and everywhere I went, they went, Thanos! I said, I got to stop wearing these.
Right.
But as far as the movies and that go, I'm just looking forward to when I went out to the set, they showed me one little scene that they weren't going to use involving Thanos. And it was early on, and they decided that this just didn't work with the rest of the story, but they hadn't had all the computer stuff done on it. Okay. So basically what they showed me was a naked Thanos standing in the dark talking to somebody.
Okay.
And my first thought was, oh, we're going to have an X-rated Avengers. This is going to be interesting.
All right, cool. So can you tell me now, aside from Awesome Con, what else is on your plate in terms of the conventions? Because I know that you always do like a selection of shows, and it can always be almost like a marathon race, so to speak. So can you talk a bit about some of those other shows?
With the movie coming out, we're going to quite a few of them. Vegas, Hawaii, someplace in Florida, Raleigh.
I'm assuming San Diego.
No, I'm not going to San Diego.
Okay.
I have a guy who sets these things up, and San Diego just didn't get into the mix here. It's also it's a thing where it's there's so many conventions out there that they overlap, and I'm probably someplace else when San Diego is.
Gotcha.
I usually go to Baltimore. I haven't set up that yet, but I'm going to try and do that. I know there's at least a half dozen other places that I can't remember right off the bat, but I'm just about everywhere this year.
Right. And last question, in regards to Infinity War, I know we were discussing that briefly just now. With a film like that, where you have so many characters, yet out of all those characters, many of them are characters that you had a hand in creating. How open has that communication like been when in visiting the set that they listen and say you give some advice like, oh, I understand that this is a film, but maybe you guys should try this for this particular thing, or have you just kind of remained hands off?
By the time I get down to the set, when I got down to the set, everything's written at that point. So there's really no input from the comic book part of it. It's always sort of been like that.
Okay.
Understand why. When I was down there, though, both the writers and one of the directors, the other director was sick at the time, so he wasn't there.
Yeah, one of the
But they were very open, and I have been given a real good a preview of what's coming on, and I've been very impressed with it. There are points where they veer onto a different path than what I took, but they always come back to the main story.
Okay.
And everything they explained to me that was different, like the people getting upset on the internet about him not having a helmet on.
Right.
I know he's got the helmet on at the beginning, and I know why he takes it off, and I'm fine with all that stuff.
Right.
There's nothing there that bothers me. I would have liked to have gotten rid of his eyeballs, but that's about it.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of the show. There you guys have it. I'm here at 2018 Awesome Con, and I'm here with the legendary Jim Starlin. I'll see you soon.
Bye, folks.
What's up, guys? If you like that video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. Otherwise, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Move and Shake UNLTD, and also follow us on Instagram at Movers Shakers Unlimited.